Thank you very much. I will say to you that I'm extremely optimistic about the long run of China. I have a 4-year-old daughter who I've taught Chinese, because China is the next great country in the world, and she's not going to stop learning Chinese after the Olympics. She will continue to learn Chinese after the Olympics. I don't think the Olympics are going to have any effect at all. China's a gigantic country. The Atlanta Olympics had no effect on America afterwards. The Sydney Olympics had no effect on Australia after the Olympics, and Australia is a tiny country compared to China. And the Greece Olympics had no effect on Greece after the end, and Greece is a tiny country as well. But I'm here as asked to speak about environmental and energy constraints in China. 10 years ago, China exported oil. 10 years ago, China exported cotton. China will go back to being a mediocre, struggling country as it was for the 300 years it would decline up until 1978. Now, I'm not the only person who knows this problem. China, again, is spending hundreds of billions of dollars trying to solve this water problem. The question is, will they solve it fast enough? And I don't know. I have investments in many water companies in China and without, on the assumption that they will solve the water problem. But the water problem is developing faster than the solution right now. So you must, again, all the other things you read about China, setbacks in China, real estate speculators going broke, post-Olympic trauma in some cities, it's totally irrelevant to the long term. This water problem in northern China is not irrelevant to the long term. That should end the whole story. By the way, as far as natural resources and water, there's huge amounts of water in Siberia. There are huge amounts of natural resources in Siberia. Siberia used to be part of China 200 years ago, 150 years ago. Siberia belonged to China. This lake here, called Lake Baikal, which is the largest freshwater lake in the world, which has 20% of the world's fresh water. Lake Baikal is a combination of two Chinese characters, Bai and Kal. So China used to own that part of the world. You already see the Chinese moving back into Siberia as the Russians move out. So de facto, China's already moving back there, if not de jure. So China has a potential source of natural resources on its doorstep, and it has a potential of water on its doorstep. This can be done peacefully. It doesn't have to be done with war. If you go to Siberia now, you'll see Chinese everywhere, running farms, factories, hotels, restaurants, the whole world. China can solve its problem if there's the technological capability. I know there's the political will. I know that both of these countries can solve the water problems. We all have to look for new frontiers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Now we'll move on to the U.S.-China relations and the renminbi.
We kindly ask you to leave the hall as the tables need to be rearranged and set for luncheon. Thank you.